Hey, what is up everyone, Blade here, and welcome back to another video of Persona 5 The Phantom X. Inside today's video, guys, we're going to be going ahead and talking about the next upcoming character, which should be Makoto Yuki. Now, this is going to be an interesting one because I'm going to have a different video out for a couple different things. One of them that I'm planning to do is future DPSs that are out, and this is going to be like a video series that's going to happen with each role. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to have an overall tier list, just going to be, hey, should you summon on these characters, their worth, pretty much overall how it goes with the account, and we'll do that in the next few days. But this video here that we're just going to talk about is going to be primarily on Makoto Yuki based here, seeing that this is most likely going to be the next character and the start of the big twist on P5X itself. So if you guys are interested in this, be sure to sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Hit the like button, subscribe button. And as you guys can see, we recently had Anj come out, of course. It is about 30 good days here that we have left. And I'm unsure if y'all are on the 3-week period now. I think you guys are still pretty solid at the moment, but Makoto will probably be coming out around the 14-day period. So we're going to go over him again, I want to say within the next week afterwards. But I wanted to really just look at him for a second now and get exactly what's going to happen here. So right now, you guys should go ahead and see my ARC browser pop on up in a few seconds. So you got to make sure this looks exactly correct here. But as you can see, we have about 14 days till he comes on out here. Now, the reason why I'm covering him so early is because I've gotten a lot of messages about should they be prepared for P3R, should they summon for Makoto Yuki, should they skip for Barry, and so on and so forth. We have a lot of people who are very conflicted, especially on the DPSs here. And I'll firstly say this, at the end of the day, right? You choose who you want to choose, especially when it comes down to DPS, team, stuff like that. Choose who you want to choose and evolve off of that, because at the end of the day, you're trying to have fun in the game. And unless you're a true meta chaser, there's no real reason to chase meta. But with that out of the way here, Makoto Yuki is in a very interesting spot. And the main reason for this not only is because he is the next like actual collab unit that brought a huge change to the game, being Tartarus, another roguelike game mode, but it's because this character is very flexible. What I mean by this is if we can go ahead and take a look at his teams here, there's plenty of characters he can work with. Anyone in C's he practically could work with. Buffer wise, he can work with a couple characters. Like they have Wind Tempest here, which he very well usually uses her, but you could also end up using like someone such as Summer Marion, right? You can use these characters in all different perspectives in all different type of ways here, which he will consistently work differently. Even in some aspects, you're able to use Fuka, you're able to, of course, go ahead and use Koromaru, who can help out the fire side of things. Now, will it be the best for this character? No, because this character really does need a lot of pins, so you're usually keeping Anj with him here. So usually Fuka's out of the question. And then of course with Koromaru, there's not really a need to use him in this team fully because we have other characters such as Junpei and Mitsuru, who obviously are better uses. But for Makoto himself, he still has a lot of uses, which makes him a very versatile type DPS, allowing him to pretty much just do whatever he wants to. So for a lot of you guys, should you summon, should you not summon? I'm just straight up saying right now, smartest thing to do is definitely summon for this character. And I'm gonna go over this in this video, exactly why, as well in the like last 3 days till he comes out, video 2, because this character is extremely powerful. 1, absolutely fantastic type character. If we even go ahead and look at the tier list for him himself, he is still highly up here. Like he is still 0.5, literally. Like the character himself is fantastic, and it's kind of crazy to see like a unit this long. Remember, he came out in 4.0 and he is still up there. We're in almost version 5 point something here, and it's insane to see that this unit is still incredibly relevant. And the main reason for this is because not only is he just insanely good at A0, as it says here, very high damage even at A0, but he himself just has a lot of uses. He keeps getting refreshed, whether it's in the meta, keeps getting refreshed with the certain characters that would come out. Like he started to fade out a little bit, then Mitsuru came in. He started to fade out, boom. He already had another bonus character that was good, being Yukari. He was even there, even more prominent. Faded out a little bit more, Mitsuru came in. Faded out a little bit more at that little point, Junpei came in. And so like the character himself is constantly being refreshed with SOS, constantly being refreshed, guild bosses, new characters. Tartarus itself, he's just always there. And so this character himself will never go away. So just going ahead and investing into this character is already a very good decision. But what makes it even better with this unit is for him, not only can he be used just at a low awareness amount or with a ton of different little content itself, it's just the unit himself isn't that hard to build. He's more of your generic type DPS. All you need to know is, hey, if I got pinned, which you're usually going to get from Anj easily because she gives a ton of those, I can just sit here and just bash everything in the crit damage, crit rate, be good. Don't have to worry about anything. He has more likely the simplest rotations, 1-3, 1-3, pretty easy to really do that here as well. And if you did end up investing to the A2, which I kind of want to do that as well too on my TW, have him A1. No, actually, no, I do have him A2 now. But it's even crazier with that because then he will automatically use his second skill, meaning you get all of his buffs immediately, such as a crit damage buff, an attack buff, which is insanely busted as well. And you can just easily continue doing your 1-3-1-3, getting tons of damage out. Now, what I'll tell a lot of you guys here, the P3 collab is obviously going to be a little bit overwhelming for a lot of you guys. When it does come down to the DPS side and everything like that, there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be in your face, and you're going to feel like you need to pull a lot of units. Don't get overwhelmed by this. As much as the P3 collab is back-to-back, and we can see the release schedule, of course, with a lot of stuff right here. As much as we have a lot of P3 collab units, you are giving enough time to kind of evaluate what you really want to go for. For example, Yukari. She's not a mandatory character for Makoto Yuki, but she can be very helpful. So you can decide if you don't want this character. Akihiko, he doesn't even work with Makoto Yuki, but hey, if I want to have a C's team, that's up to you. Go ahead and pull them if you want to. When it comes down to later down the line, as you see, we have some characters in between, and who knows what the hell is going to happen with Global First Annie. But what's it called? When we have the time in between, you don't have the C's units for quite some time. Then Mitsuru comes out. Boom, she's here, which is just like, you know, that's a decent bit of time. Then you have a couple more P3 characters. Fuka comes out. That's up to you to pull because technically he doesn't need her. So Makoto Yuki himself gives you a lot of time to kind of evaluate who you wanted. Seeing he's a single target DPS, technicality wise, you wouldn't have to go for Barry, and you technically wouldn't have to go for Bowie Prism. So you get a lot of time to start saving. You get a lot of time to try and evaluate what you want. And that's a really cool thing about this unit. Seeing that he is always prevalent, him as a single targeter will always be there, and you don't really have to worry about other banners, give you plenty of time to save, which is a huge deal and a huge plus for me when it does come down to this unit himself. I think what my plan is going to be, and I'll have a video out of my future plans of how I'm going to do my global account for this year, because currently we got a lot of stuff to grind. I think tomorrow's going to be our day of streaming P5X. What I'm going to try to start doing is on Fridays, we stream P5X early morning and we keep going until like when the account reviews are done, because I think at 12 we will be posting account reviews today. So hopefully you guys didn't forget about me. But we're going to try to post account reviews today. And usually what's going to end up happening is every Friday, we'll do a lot of content, right? Like I have all these to do here. I've been doing mainly my energy and using my stamina, but I haven't done any of this. So we're going to be doing the story. We're going to be knocking out a lot of the content and just pretty much getting ready. Now, I might do the same thing regarding with TW, but TW, we're always going to make sure there's no story involved there. So you won't be seeing any story type related things there, but obviously we're going to do a lot of things regarding tier lists and stuff like that, so look forward to it. But this is all I really wanted to talk about when it did come down to Makoto Yuki. He's going to be coming out on our next banner, and I think a lot of you guys really should look into his kit a little bit more to understand he's worth it. Now, I'm going to have a couple gameplay videos out for him as well as the different teams that you could possibly use this character in. But let me know down below how y'all feel. What you want me to cover on this? What do you not want me to cover on this? And obviously, P5X is always my love heart in my first game that really helped out my channel. So don't think I ever turned my back on you guys. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and peace on out. See ya.